Hey, babe. Hey, peeps. How y'all doing? This Tuesday morning. Today is June 9th. Today, June 9th, babe. I'm getting better with my days. All I be looking forward to is Friday. I'm like, Friday! Hey, hey. Hey. I turned the camera on because I wanted y'all to be a part of our discussion as far as listening. Y'all see what I did to my hair? It's a twist out, but it's been up for like over a week. So I just wet it. That's why I got this on, because it was dripping. I just wet it and fluffed it out. I think I could get away with this. What y'all think? It's dry. It's still kind of wet. Y'all can feel it. Y'all feel that wetness? It's drying though, because I got my fan on. But yeah. Yeah. Me and my hubby, we was sitting up here. He just woke up. He was eating him a bowl of cereal. But we was having this discussion. And now we shall continue. Back to the discussion at hand. Okay, babe. Now what you was saying? We was talking about what happened down there. Where you said it was at? In Texas?
Dallas.
In Dallas?
Suburb down
And they had beat that cop. That cop beat that black girl.
He was manhandling her, so.
I can't hear you. Can you speak up? Can you speak into the mic, please?
He was manhandling the little girl.
Why? What was? I don't even understand what was happening, though. All I know is they showing us this on the news and everything. Kyra says she knows. I will now turn the camera on. Your hair look pretty, Kyra. Your hair look pretty, Shakira, Georgia.
Well, what had happened was, it was a group of teenagers at a pool party, and a white woman and her daughter was there and stuff. It was other adults there and stuff.
Yeah. But they weren't part of the pool party, though?
No, they wasn't.
But the black people was there having a pool party?
Yeah, it was white people with them too.
Oh, they had white people with them too?
They invited kids from their school.
Oh, okay, I see.
And yeah, and so a white lady had, I don't know, but I think a white lady made racial slurs and said, go back to Section 8 housing and swim, because it's too many of y'all here and stuff. And a black woman, she was hosting a party. She's like, you shouldn't be making them slurs and stuff, was saying why she was talking like that and stuff. And so somehow they was arguing and stuff, and she called the cops.
The white lady called the cop. She
called the cops, and the officers and the cops came and stuff. And so they was like, by the time they got there, the woman, black woman, the white woman wasn't even arguing no more, so he didn't have no reason to start chasing them, because that's what the cops started doing, chasing them and like telling people to get on the ground and arresting them and stuff, and they didn't even do nothing. They like, what happened and stuff. And so he made the little black boys get on the ground and stuff and put them in handcuffs. And then somehow he was telling everybody to leave, get out of here and stuff. And then the little girl, she was just walking away and stuff. And somehow he grabbed her and he was holding her head down and stuff. And he was just manhandling her and stuff.
And you found all that information out where?
On the video.
Oh, they got a video, the whole video?
Yeah, it's called Cops Crash Pool Party, the original.
Cops Crash Pool Party, the original.
Yeah.
Somebody had recorded that?
Yeah, it was a white boy who recorded it.
Oh.
He wasn't saying nothing to him and stuff.
And he posted it up there. Thank you, Cara. You should be a news reporter. That's what your dad should have been, really. Back to you, hubby. What you have any input about the situation? You said it's gonna be a race riot, and I said it already have been race riots throughout America with the Ferguson, and they just been popping up. But you got anything else you want to add to that? What you eating, sweetie?
Captain Crunch.
You all into that Captain Crunch, babe.
Okay, give me my
Ain't that
ball.
your second one?
Yeah.
That's why your cereal don't be lasting you, babe.
That's because I be hungry.
You don't be hungry, my foot.
I do be hungry.
Eat you a bagel, eat some bread.
All right. Bagel.
They can fix you a bagel or something.
No,
You just had some pancakes and bacon and eggs.
Oh,
What day
something
was
right.
that? Saturday?
Okay.
Wasn't that Saturday?
What's the day?
Sunday.
That was Sunday.
What's the day?
You said you don't be eating.
I said, what's the day?
Today, Tuesday.
Okay.
But 2 bowls. That's why I'm about you Captain Crunch. That's why next time you get some sugar pops.
Yep, we'll have 2 of them too.
But anyway, you got anything you want to add to the situation or just what's going on in the world?
Well,
What's really going on? Because this is ridiculous.
I think you had a lot to weigh with how the kids being raised too. They ain't being raised properly. To me.
So
know.
you think that
I
the
think a lot
cop
of that got to
manhandling the girl have something to do with how she was raised?
I don't think that should have happened, but still, with the kids, a lot of them, they don't like authority. They don't like nobody telling them what to do or nothing. I ain't saying that's the reason why that happened to her, or like that, but there's just too much stuff be going on with the kids. And it don't never end up good with them.
Well, I think my view is a little different. I think, yeah, these kids today, they don't like authority, but it ain't nothing new under the sun, as the Bible say. So I was trying to cut the light on, but ain't nothing new under the sun, you know. So that rebellious spirit been here since Adam and Eve ate off that tree. But I'm talking about the whole racism thing. I'm not just talking about kids, though. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But so every black child that died by the hands of a cop got something to do with how they being raised. We just watched Selma. What was that about then? How they was being raised too? It was kids out there. It was black kids out there. It seemed like the same thing still going on, though.
Oh, you get it twisted now.
How I'm getting it twisted?
Selma, they fight for rights and stuff like that.
Okay,
They fight for.
I get what they were fighting
But it's
for.
always been a white man trying to have their feet on our neck for everything.
But how I'm getting it twisted though, cause it still was the same thing. They still was beating them, and they was just fighting. They was
That
coming.
ain't what I said. I told you. I say that still, regardless of what, shouldn't have happened. I'm just saying a lot of kids, they don't like authority. You know, like that. Like the lady said on the radio, they should just listen to what the cops say or whatever. And then you live that day, and then you go make your report out and stuff like that. Because it's just different from Thelma, you know, like that. They just fight for people's rights. Man, y'all up inside my face. So they just fight for rights in Thelma.
But they still got beat.
Yeah, they ain't got nothing to be doing with this, what? What's the word?
So you think they was at the pool party being disorderly?
They say they was getting unruly stuff like that. That's what they say, like that. We probably need to read some stuff and see what it was all.
And it was adults there though. It wasn't like it was just all children then. So if the children was getting unruly, the adults allowed them to get unruly then.
I guess so. I don't know what was happening like that though, but it shouldn't have happened. He shouldn't have did that regardless of what. He shouldn't have did that. But it's just how they look at us, how they just treat us as animals and stuff already like that. They already come ready to crack your head or do this and then say you ain't do this or you ain't do that.
Regardless if kids don't like authority, some probably would have went down anyway. Cause
Right.
black people and cops just don't go hand in hand. I mean, if you watch, and I ain't talking about like a rebellious spirit, I'm talking about just cops with black people, period. There's a lot of people recently been damned by the hands of cops, and everybody ain't being rebellious, and that dude that got choked to death, you know what I'm saying? Because we automatically know our defense gonna automatically go up anyway. And I think that's the seed that been planted from slavery. You know what I'm saying? So we already know how they feel about us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you know when the cop comes, you already automatically know the armor up, mentally, emotionally, physically, everything. You ain't really fit to have no win. You know what I'm saying? So that's automatically gonna get our blood to boiling anyway. Cause first of all, why she even telling them to go back to Section 8 from where they? I mean, seriously, who gave her the right to say something like that?
Right.
I'm sure them black people was at that pool party, one thinking about her. Obviously, they didn't have a problem if they had white friends. They didn't have a problem with a white person. She had a problem with the black people because she stereotyped them, telling them to go back to Section 8. She started the whole thing. She didn't even have to say nothing to them.
White people, to me.
And then the cops come and it just escalated. But who started it?
My whole point, I always feel like this, like how, you know, I always talk about my boss on my job, you know. He's from Arkansas, you know, he's 70-some years old. He's still stuck in that Jim Crow era, like that. He's still stuck in the 50s and the 60s and stuff like that. But they ain't gonna never get over us or whatever like that. Treat us no, you know, decent kind of way. They always gonna be like they gonna be. You know, that's why I say it's gonna be a race ride. You know, like that. You know, I feel. And then maybe everybody pay more attention to this racial things between black and white. We always gonna be the enemy. You know, like that. You know, when they come in to crack our head. Period. You know, like that, cause they know we talk our talk. You know, like that. You know.
Because I feel like this.
We gonna talk.
And that's what Selma was about too.
Right.
They just came to march.
Right.
And you saw how they was
Right.
taking their billy clubs out, beating ladies and being everybody. They didn't care if it was a lady or old lady or
They
young
didn't care.
lady. They didn't care.
They look at
And
your
that's
color.
how they
It's the
still
color.
feel to
Black
today.
is
Right.
bad to them. And they gonna always feel like that. Like when they show, when they train them, when they shoot, they always shoot above.
Yeah, because I
They
feel
kill.
like this.
Why they don't never shoot?
Right,
this
back
way
in the
to
day when we was coming up, people weren't dead. They'll shoot you in the leg. What happened to that method?
Yeah.
So they can't run. Now they shoot you in your head, your chest. Somebody had to tell them to start doing that. That came from some higher up people. Because if they if they were shooting like just to wound for a long period of time, somebody changed that. Shoot to kill now. But to me it's still the same slavery method. You know what I'm saying? Like you walking just down the street. You know, you got Hurricane. We was just watching that. He was a kid. That cop followed him all through his years after him. And then that make you angry. That make you walk around with a defense mechanism up when you being harassed like that from a kid on up. And you cause a cop. Yeah, you gonna put your defense mechanism. I think that's just how we is now as a race. Our defense mechanism automatically go up.
I think we are hated even more by white people. And I think it's getting getting worse and worse.
Hey, y'all. Yeah, my camera here died on me, basically. We wasn't finished our discussion, but we getting ready to wrap it up in a few minutes. All right, back to hubby. Now, this is his current situation, y'all. He back in the bed again.
Oh my God.
Okay, so any last words about the whole situation?
I just feel racism is getting worse, and it's gonna get worse before we leave this earth. I mean, it's just gonna be so worse than what you ain't gonna be able to wrap your head around it. Yeah. I don't know, cause like you say, you know,
Covering your mouth.
living with it, you know, like I say about my job and stuff like that, you know, it's just ridiculous how this man, I think they could talk to you. You know, like that. That's what really irks me a lot. Like you don't supposed to say nothing back. And the cops, the spirit of them, they feel the same way too. They getting, you know, they getting even worse with how they feel, you know, stuff like that towards black people. And when these situation comes, it's like they try to really just beat life at you, you know, whatever like that. They just kill. They just don't think, you know. So I don't know, but I just feel like it's gonna get worse and stuff like that. We're gonna live to see it, you know. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's true. And I think like what you were just saying, like,
Let me try the camera.
because like he was saying, which I kind of agree with that. Like, they don't know how to talk. Like you said, you've been going through over years, and you mostly work around. Mostly all your supervisors and stuff is they white people, and you've been at their job for years, so you experiences that. And I think that's just a spirit. Cause if you watch a lot of the old movies, you know, like Roots and stuff, or Mississippi Burning and all those type of movies, they always talk to us like that. Boy. Who you looking at, boy?
Today,
you don't look at me, boy. And I think whatever that is from all the way back then, that spirit, it's a spirit.
Right.
Because ain't no way in the world that you could hear stuff like that 400 years ago and you could still hear it today. Right. No, that's a spirit. That's something that's inside of them, and our ancestors heard it, and their ancestors probably heard it, and now we're hearing it. Our children gonna hear it. So that's something. It's something that's really going on and everything, you know. And I don't think it's gonna like you said, it's not gonna get no better. But after just watching Selma, because we watched Selma Saturday.
Friday.
We watched it Friday. Yeah, we watched that Friday. And that was back in 1960s. Because that's when King. Right. It was like 1964. The setting was 1964, right? And everything. And you look how they did, and they didn't come with they didn't come with violence and stuff. Right. But they still beat them. Right. They still beat them.
No nothing.
They didn't care. They was just standing on a bridge.
Right. Trying to cross the bridge.
And they rode on horses like they Zorro or the Lone Ranger or something, and beat them with billy clubs. Just for standing on a bridge. Cause they just they want the votes. Cause they wanted the vote. And I think, cause that's what my brother had an issue with, because it was like, oh, how he talked. How they think you supposed to talk to them when you come at them?
Let me say something. See, the thing is, I like this, like I always feel like this. If you really think about it, black people, we're not racism. We only retaliate because we already know how you feel about us already. When we be around you, we already know how you feel.
We know what you're thinking.
Right, and stuff like that. That's why I say
but we could care less about you.
Right, but we're not racism, you know, like that against them. They just hate our guts.
Well, first of all, and I say this, and I said to the day I died, they didn't bring us over here because they liked us.
I know.
They didn't bring us over here to have no relationship with us. They brought us over here as property to do what they wanted us to do. We was here to build this country up. And there was that. We was considered like animals in their eyes. They would put things around your necks. They would whip you with whips. They would cut your feet off. You know, they would make you sleep out there in the barn with the animals. We weren't brought over here because, we fit to be partners in crime and all that type of stuff. We was brought over here for that. And when we talk about rights and freedom, what? We didn't bring y'all over here for that. And that spirit, whatever that spirit was that made them go to Africa and do what they did and came over here and took the land from the Native Americans, as they so call them, that's the still spirit we fighting today. And people better recognize that, because somebody in everybody's family gonna be touched by this type of stuff. You know, because it was cops that killed my brother and left him on the street. They didn't even have the decency to call the ambulance. Okay, you killed them. Okay, well, it wasn't cops that killed them, but I believe they had, like, it was a hit. Black guys can't just carry out hits. You get what I'm saying? Where the cops was at. I know they know about shootings that happened in Chicago. Where they at? Look, my auntie had to go up there and put a blanket over him. Really? Y'all didn't call no ambulance? Ambulance would come? What's all that? You know? So, and that was like 12, almost 13 years ago. Look what done happened since then. We done had the Trayvon Martin. We done had so many other kind of case situations since then. A lot of them don't even make the news.
You're gonna have plenty more.
You know, and it's just like, to me, it's just still like the Ku Klux Klan behind the badge instead of sheets over their heads. That's how I feel about the situation. You know, you don't really think about them, but they be all up in your face. Like, we just trying to live. We just trying to get in a corner and survive. You know, we ain't messing with y'all. They want to go to a little pool party. And all that came out of trying to, you know, Texas. Ain't that where Bush from?
That was Dallas, a suburb down there.
But ain't he from there, though?
Yeah.
That's the point. It don't matter what suburb or not. We from Texas. Yeah. But that's enough talking about all that because it ain't right. It ain't gonna never be right. And our kids gonna be talking about this one day and it's just gonna continue to go on till Jesus come back. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
All right, babe.
Peace.
Peace. Oh, I cut the light out. They can't see you. What? What's wrong with my lamp? Peace
Peace.
and love. Yeah. I could write a book about it. Just on my views. Sorry I put y'all in the dark, but it's gonna get better. He brought me out of darkness into marvelous light. Victory, victory shall be mine. Oh, I ain't paused that. I thought I did. All right, y'all. We just wanted to share some of our insight about the situation. That really ain't even some. That's just a little morsel, you know. But it is what it is, right? Right? All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy y'all Tuesday. And I'm out of here. Until the next video, peace and love. Share some. Bye-bye.